Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure you press that subscribe button and the like button. Everybody comment down below. Let me know where you guys are from and if you're supporting young Dolph. They should have never been able to get young Dolph's jewelry, his houses, and his cars, and all of the money that he had in his accounts, because they ended up selling the houses, the cars. The cars are sold for $2.3 million. And there's still a lot more of the camo wrapped cars that they still have in the warehouse right now. They were all transported. And Dolph has hundreds and hundreds of properties out there worth millions of dollars. And so all of that stuff, I personally think, should have went to his kids and, direct family for the next generation. But it is what it is. And some of the stuff was sold, auctioned off. The property was given away and passed around through PRE, through Key Glock, Big Moochie Grape, Jaye Fizzle. A lot of people that were seen with young Dolph's infamous blue jewelry. I want you to drop a like right now for that blue jewelry, man. And Dolph had this one dolphin chain. It was blue. And Icebox said that they only made one of these and never were going to make it again. And somehow Key Glock ends up with that same blue young Dolph chain. So I just think that's something interesting I want to put out there. Not saying that Key Glock took a chain or anything. That would be crazy to say, but you can't throw that out the window because Key Glock does have the chain. So in order to get the chain, you have to take it. If it's given to you, you take it. So the chain is taken. And basically, man, a lot of his property, it should have stayed, because the way that everything was written out, man, some of the stuff, like Daddy-O got to keep a lot of the business stuff when it comes to PRE and a lot of the royalties. That's all tied up through Daddy-O. Now, Mia Jaye, she's got the houses. She's in charge of the cars. She's in charge of that part of the estate. Now, there's some people, though, that was in charge of Dolph's money, because he had written down a certain amount of money was supposed to go to a certain amount of people, but he never finished his whole will, his beneficiaries. So a lot of the stuff is up for grabs, man. And that's why Daddy-O is fighting hard to get the rest of Dolph's money, because he's trying to say it was for business investments that was going to go to PRE anyways. Mia Jaye is trying to make sure that she gets her part and her piece. But I think they need to look out for young Dolph Kids, because young Dolph's kids should be able to have the money. His son, Trey, should be able to have all of the big successful things that he was able to get through his lifetime that Dolph attained. And that was really meant for them to be passed down to him. And that way he could sit, all sit back and say, yeah, this is what Dolph left for you. He left it for you. We didn't sell it. And so it's just a pain to see all the stuff being sold. We wish that young Dolph could have kept his mansion, his cars, and we would have really wanted all of that to go to a museum. But they did what they had to do, in his tough times. Dolph was a provider, so we really don't know if having Dolph being out of the picture was really a keystone thing. It just, when you took that out, everything else crumbles. So that's kind of how it works around Memphis. Dolph was the top person, and so a lot of people went to him. And he was helping a lot of people with their bills, with school, car payments, their mortgages, their rent, even for groceries and stuff. When they get denied for the food stamps or they get denied for the financial aid, he would be able to help them to be able to earn a way to go to school, or he would, put the money up himself as believing in you. And so that's a thing that Dolph was doing in the community, and that's really what led to him being respected so much by the normal, regular citizens. Now, the celebrities, the rappers and stuff in Memphis, Yo Gotti just straight dissed him and everything like that. And he was really, Yo Gotti just mad because Yo Gotti's girl ended up wanting to hook up with Dolph. And that's where it really started, man. And so all that beef over a girl is what started, but then it escalated because their business paths crossed over to where they're in the same city doing the same thing, running a whole label, and they're both getting very popular, very big, lots of money coming in. But one person sign somebody else who joins in on the beef. Now you got Black Youngster going after Dolph, shooting him and not thinking that he was going to have the bulletproof truck, but he had the bulletproof truck. But that was in 2017. Now in 2021, that whole thing was a setup, man. There's a lot of ways to look at it, but you got to understand, it all starts from the beef with Gotti and his connections and the people he talks to. Gotti probably talked to the guys that was doing business with Dolph too. You got to understand, in this whole music thing, when people get signed, when people get distribution deals, if you don't read all the fine prints, it could be a way to where you are actually consenting to them opening some kind of big account, big policy on you. And that's really how, if anything happens, they get paid. And so that's why you got to cross your T's and dot your I's and really, really know what you're getting yourself into for that kind of stuff. And for all of you that know what I'm talking about, man, like this video and comment down below and share exactly if you agree or disagree, because you got to look at the fact that it's too many people that's connected together, too many people on that music side, too many people on that label side, and that's where you all got to draw the line, man. And that's where the hits came from. That's where the message came from to do what needed to be done. Now, the pawn, the chess pieces, it's a chessboard game, man, and somebody knocked the chess pieces over. Now you got people all over here like Raven talking and fake interviews and all sorts of stuff to try to confuse people. Now, that really confused a lot of people and led it to, are they looking for these guys? Was it 4 guys? Was it 3 guys? They're trying to tell you it was 2 guys, but they're looking for 6 suspects. So if that makes any kind of sense, how is it that they show you that picture with the 2 guys running, but they're looking for Shondell, they got Cornelius, they got Straight Drop, they're looking for Devin Burns, and they're still looking for that dude who with the long dreads that came out the back, and Maurice Hill. So you got all these people, but they only show you the picture of the 2 guys in the front of the store. So you guys got to do the math and put 2 and 2 together, because you got to understand that it's way more to that footage, way more things that they should be able to show us, because at least show us all these other people that they were looking for. Show us how Shondell was on scene. Show us how Devin Burns was there and everything like that. And they got all these suspects, but still only got 2 of them who really were caught up because of the Covington car thing. And now to go to find out, it wasn't even the same car from the Covington shooting. So that white Benz actually was correct. That belongs to Black Youngster, because they just said on the news in Memphis that Covington thing, it was not the same white car as what happened at Makita's and the whole Young Dolph situation. So that just goes to show you that all these people is actually connected, in CMG, Black Youngster, Yo Gotti, and his associates, plus the people up from these labels and executives and all that, could have had something to do with it, because at the end of the day, they were all trying to sign Dolph. They were all very greedy. They were all hating that he was doing it on his own and that they couldn't get a dime of anything like that. And the fact that he owned all the properties and he had as much net worth as he did, that's what really set it off to the way it ended, man. So I want you guys to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment down below if you agree, disagree, where you from, and if you rocking with Young Dolph, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.